Hey, you cool cats and kittens. Lisa here. And as many of you know, I started a virtual book club a few weeks back. I want to say maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. I can't really remember how many weeks or how long it took for us to go through our book. But it was my very first book club I've ever joined or been a part of. And this time around, it was virtual, obviously, because we are all quarantined, because of the pandemic and all. But it was definitely an amazing experience. I've got to virtually meet some very amazing women who, kind of stuck by and went through this book with us. So I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of my experience with the virtual book club and also go into the book a little bit. So we were meeting every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And the thing that I love the most about the, sharing this and doing this book with other people is the fact that, first of all, this book is such a profound book. It is so deep. And not only did I get to make my own interpretations of the chapters. And by the way, the book that we read is called The Four Agreements. And so we went through 4 agreements. And the thing that I love the most, aside from meeting these amazing women, is that not only do I get to interpret, and, take in these agreements in my own way, but I also get to hear the feedback and the way that other people are interpreting these 4 agreements and how they're applying these 4 agreements, or how they have in the past, or how they're going to implement these new found agreements into their daily lives. And that just really broadens your view of things, and your experience and your perception of certain things. It was such an awesome experience. It was so good that we decided to do it again. One of the book club members, she suggested, and she kept talking about this book as we read this one. She suggested this book. It's called The Power of Now. And so this is the next book that we're going to be doing. So if you guys are interested in joining our book club, just let me know. You do have to have a copy of the book. We are going to start this Tuesday at 7 p.m. And so if you don't have a copy of it yet, but you want to join, that's totally fine. You will eventually have to have a copy of it, though, because we kind of take turns reading certain passages or certain chapters, in the meets. So if you want to join, let me know. I will send you the link for our meetings every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So that was that. We had a lot of aha moments during the readings, and a lot of eye-openers. We had some tears shed, this, and that just goes to show how deep this book really is, and how relatable it is to so many people. And it just really talks about your self-limiting beliefs that have been instilled in you since a child. And it just kind of talks about since the day that we're born, we are being filled, our minds and our brains, our hearts, is being filled with all of these agreements that we didn't come up with on our own. It's things that are being fed to us by our parents, our friends, society, the news, and just everyone around you is putting all of these beliefs and instilling all of these things in you, and we start to create this so-called reality that isn't truly our reality. We didn't really create it. We just think we do. So we subconsciously just give in to everyone else's beliefs and society's beliefs around us without us, we're being taught to not think for ourselves and come up with our own beliefs, with our own reality. Our reality is being made up by everyone and everything else around us. So it's so deep. I don't want to give into too much, because if you do decide to read this book, I want you to be able to experience it fresh and new and with your own interpretations of it, without it being tainted by what I took away and what I think about the book. But I will go through the 4 agreements for you guys. I'm just going to read them to you. So the first agreement was or is to be impeccable with your word. Number 2 is don't take anything personally. And I think don't take anything personally was one of the ones that stood out to me the most. So if you grab the book, you will definitely be able to, kind of hone in on that one if you like. Number 3 is don't make assumptions. And number 4 is always do your best. And number 4, again, was one of the ones that just really spoke and stood out to me. So overall, my opinion on this book is that this is a must read. It is a must read for anyone. And if you are going through something in your life, tough times with relationships, whether it be family or romantic or friendships, anything like that, or if you just struggle in certain areas, which I know a lot of us do, right? We're not perfect. We all have our issues and we all have our own struggles. This is such a good book to read and to really try and implement these new 4 agreements into your life, because it will make a world of a difference in the way that you view things and the way that you live your life every day. So there's a few prayers, and it is not a religious book by any means. At least I didn't feel like it was. But there's a few prayers at the very end of the book, and I wanted to read one out to you guys or a part of one of the prayers that's in the book that just really spoke to me. And I think it might be my favorite part of the book is the very ending of this prayer. So bear with me. I'm going to read it to you guys. Thank you, Creator of the universe, for the gift of life you have given me. Thank you for giving me everything that I have ever truly needed. Thank you for the opportunity to experience this beautiful body and this wonderful mind. Thank you for living inside me with all your love, with your pure and boundless spirit, with your warm and radiant light. Thank you for using my words, for using my eyes, for using my heart to share your love wherever I go. I love you just the way you are, and because I am your creation, I love myself just the way I am. Help me to keep the love and the peace in my heart, and to make that love a new way of life, that I may live in love the rest of my life. Amen. That is, to me, just like spoke so loudly and so clearly. I've been practicing a lot of gratitude. And to me, that is just a prayer of gratitude. So highly recommend this book. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And again, if you want to join our next book club, please feel free, DM me and I will send you the link. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And please let me know if there's any other videos or any other content that you guys would like to see. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love.